Hey everyone, I'm going to talk a little bit more about journaling because I love this topic and I don't think I have talked about it enough. So in the 3x5 goal setting system, there are two rights. And what I say is two rights can't be wrong, right? So, okay, that was lame. Sorry about that. Bad joke, but really, two rights can't be wrong. Think about it. We have in the goal setting system, there are two times or two areas, two steps, if you will, where we write. And the first one is writing down our goals every single day. Every day. That's what we do. We write our goals down every day. Now, it doesn't have to take a lot of time. It doesn't have to be tedious. It can get a little monotonous, but they're your goals. They should be exciting. So hopefully they're not too monotonous, but you do need to take 5 minutes at the end of every day and write down tomorrow's goals. And the reason we write a couple of things, first of all, is because it really gets us focused. The more we write down our goals, the more hyper-focused our brains become on what our goals are. And when our brains become hyper-focused on our goals, our subconscious starts working on them in the background, like all the time. And our feelers are up, and our radar is up, and we're looking for things, and we're meeting people, and we're making connections, and we're doing things that are getting us closer, even when we're physically not making a concerted effort to do so. So things start happening in our favor, but we have to program our own brains, and that's really what writing your goals down does, is it programs your subconscious to the direction of your goals, and your subconscious goes to work for you. It's like your best employee. So that's number one, is you got to write your goals down every day. It does focus you, and if you haven't done this yet, try it for 30 days and watch how focused your mind becomes on what exactly you need to be doing with your time. It's great. It's fantastic. But number two, and this might be as good a reason as any, is successful people are almost all saying this unanimously. You study from any successful person out there, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, Darren Hardy, the list goes on. They're all saying, write your goals down every day. They're not saying that because it makes them more money, because it's a cool headline, or something that sounds good on stage and it just helps them sell another book. They're not saying that for those reasons. They're saying it because it's good advice. They're telling you how they got there. Now, if you want to be successful, you do what successful people do. It's pretty simple. Okay? If you're not successful yet, you just haven't done what successful people do long enough. That's it. And so if successful people are saying write your goals down every day, why should you not write your goals down every day? Doesn't that make sense? I think so. So basic common sense stuff, hopefully you agree, but if you don't, just give it a try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? What do you have to lose? It's not like it costs any money or anything like that. Just write your goals down every day and see what happens. I mean, give it a test, but give it a little time. You can't just do it for a day and go, oh, no, look at that. I'm not a millionaire yet, so guess it didn't work. I mean, you got to give it some time. But it does, over time, start programming your brain, and it starts doing things and conditioning your mind for success. And I think that's the deeper value that success coaches and successful people who have achieved high levels of achievement, done great things with their lives, that's, I think, the value that they're talking about. When you write your goals down every day, it conditions your mind and focuses you on your goals and in the right direction, which you need. So that's right number one, W-R-I-T-E, is write your goals down every day. But number two, there's a few things in there, and by there I mean in your cards, your 3x5 goal setting cards, which looks something like this, right? Inside those are three or four opportunities for journaling. So that's right number two, is you're going to fill up the creative space with ideas, thoughts, anything that comes to your mind that strikes you in an interesting way. Get in the habit of writing them down. You may or may not ever use them. It might be the dumbest thing ever. It might be the coolest thing ever. You don't know until later. When it first strikes you, it always seems interesting. Something about it, right? Something about it catches your attention. It doesn't matter what it is. Just write it down. You can always go back later and go, that was stupid. I'm going to delete it. Delete. Okay, you didn't lose anything. but at least you could have gained something if there was some value there to that idea. Ideas are very fleeting. They don't hang around. They like to tease. They just come in and kind of tease our brains a little bit, and then they just drift away and they're gone. Very subtly. Ideas are like that. They're sneaky little buggers. They come in and they're gone, and you're like, wait, that was it. Have you ever had that? You had an idea, and you're like, oh, this is a great idea, and then you stop and you go, oh, never mind. I can't remember what it was, but it was something cool. Maybe it was a new product idea. Maybe it was a new way of doing things, or something for improvement on your business, or even just a funny thought, or maybe it was something that your son or daughter said that was really cute or really funny, or something that somebody said in your mastermind group. There's a bit of advice. It can be advice. It can be any idea that you have not yet connected with, that connects in your brain in some way, needs to be written down. Make it a requirement in your life. That's the first area. The second area is kind of on the gray part below the page or the side of your cards with your one main goal at the top. And that is, you're going to write down your mini win. You're going to write down what you could have done better today, and you're going to write down something you are thankful for. So this is more journaling. And all of this journaling stuff, this is right number 2. All this journaling stuff, it's just good for your brain. It's good for you to acknowledge to the universe, or to the world, or to yourself, or to your subconscious, whatever you want to call it. It's good to acknowledge something, what you're thankful for. It's good to recognize where you could have done better, and it's good to record a mini win so that you can acknowledge it, and you can see it, and you can see it going out from you onto paper. And you can say, you know what, I did that, and that was new. And it might be a small thing. That's why I say mini win. Mini win, because every day you've got something. And if you don't, then you're not moving fast enough. You're not moving forward. There ought to be something every day, something small that you can call a mini win. Okay? There ought to be something. And write it down. Just write it down. Get in the habit. You just fall in love with this thing. This is your best friend. This is your companion. It goes everywhere with you. You just write stuff down. Ideas, thoughts, to-do lists, items, your goals, everything. It just goes right here, and you're always checking in with it. You just say, oh, what I do now? Every just periodically during the day, just get in the habit of checking in, writing ideas down as they come, capturing new thoughts, new suggestions, new ideas, checking off items from your to-do list. Those are the 2 rights. And what I say is 2 rights can't be wrong. That's what the 3x5 goal setting system is all about. Try it. I'm telling you, it will absolutely change your life. It has mine, and I know it'll do the same for you.